hours dating. What a month. Funny enough, Tepo was so... He respected me. He's always respected me though, I won't lie. Even then, it was me that said, let's just do it because, you know, like I said, I really believed in my heart that this is the only thing that keeps a man. I wouldn't lie to you. I was one of those delusional girls that believe that, because it doesn't, guys. It does. It's like people that think kids keep men. No, a man that wants to be kept, not even a man that wants to be kept, a man that wants to stay will stay, not because they kept, okay? So I just believed, you know, this will probably work, or it definitely work. But he just respected me. Like, we'd go to gigs and he would want to make sure we're sleeping in separate rooms. And I'll be like, hey, whoa, this guy. Even my friends at that time were like, you're right. And I can understand because, you know, it's not easy when you know. It's easy when you don't know, but when you do know, it's not easy. That's why we just always advise to stay away from it. Like, abstain, stay away from it, you know, because now if you go, just okay, period. Just cool. Sure. And yeah, we put what do they call them? Things into place. Instructions, strict instructions that we were going to follow. And one was, we have to never allow ourselves to be in a compromised situation, you know, a situation that makes it easy for us. And the conversation I had with God at that time was, God, I never honored you with my body. I took this thing for granted. I listened to people say, you can always go and say sorry. I never understood the power of purity. I always just used grace loosely because, yeah, with the righteousness of God, God will forgive you. And I never really fully focused on purity for God. And it's another conversation we're going to talk about one day. This is just one of those things that I wish young people would understand, especially young people with the Lord. That I was just so peaceful. I was peaceful. The devil would throw it in. Whenever we would fight, my husband and I, whenever we would argue and fight, and he would separate from wherever we were, and I'd be like, oh, he's gonna, you know, the devil would be like, yeah, you know what's gonna happen tonight, you know, but I would just find this peace, man, this, because here's the thing, trusting someone comes with you learning to trust someone, because you can't contain Motu and be like, yeah, I'm gonna, you know, so trusting him was something I really had to make peace with. I had to tell myself, I trust you. Tell him as well, I trust you. And he had to tell me too, because it's not like, you know, it doesn't make me saint just because I came up with this thing or I decided, or you know what, that's it. So yeah, anyway, fast forward to 2 years into our dating, because we dated 2016, 2017, 2018. Ooh. Ooh. Now 2018 was it was so much that one day I said, let me just do it. God will forgive me. Like, who cares? Because it was just, I went back to, maybe this will help the situation to be better. No, it won't. If you're messed up, you're messed up, you know? And which was funny because now he was thinking of marrying me, you know? But now the hiccups, the temptations, the fights, the arguments, the disagreements, the disconnection now was becoming worse. It was becoming worse. So much that at that time, which is funny, because Kena Ukito joined our spirit. So I was getting a lot of attention now from one of those pastors. Now they were double, you know, and for some reason, Lynn was starting to think that maybe this is the life that, you remember the life I was starting to doubt the signs that I had prayed for. Like, guys, you don't understand. Our relationship was put on a fire pedestal to burn. And it was like, are you staying in the fire because God was there? That I can tell you. Are you staying in the fire or what? And we decided to separate. And during our separation, I think we separated for months actually. During our separation, my prayer to God was, really, if he's the one, you'll bring him back. And when you bring him back, we'll get married. In the meantime, I was praying for myself. I was like, God, this man is for me. I can feel it. Therefore, make it easy. My prayer was very simple. Make it easy for me. Make it easy for me. I don't want to be going through this thing, and especially when someone says they want to marry you now it's just, oof. Okay, let's take it easy. I didn't think we'd, but yeah, at the same time, I was going through a financial pruning. I was going through a financial pruning. God was cutting roots that were not bearing fruits. Like, it was just crazy. And it was moments like those that kept giving me that light. This is your man. This is your man. Because now when God was cutting off the branches, there was just one guy. There was just one person that was there. And it was my husband. And I was like, I don't need any other sign. This is my man. And one day he sent me, I think 4 or 5 ugly rings. And he said, I really want to marry you. Anyway, come baby, come say your story quickly. We're wrapping up.
Can I say it for me? The mic is here.
Okay. What made you say? First of all, be realistic and tell me what kept you celibate with me.
Because I wanted this so badly.
Marriage?
Yeah.
Okay.
The point whereby you know what? I think it's time to be serious for once. Something
And what made you say I want to be serious with this particular girl?
Yeah, because we've been through a lot. So we survived all the waves. So yeah, that's why.
Okay.
If we can go through what we went through, Lina, and then
and still choose you.
And still choose you.
Oh,
Yeah.
choose each other.
Yeah. And then it's like, now, it's a sign.
Okay. So I think one thing that stands out for me from what you're saying is you had made a decision. And I think that's what marriage is. Marriage is making a choice and staying in your choice, sticking to your choice. Yeah, so he had made a decision. And I think that's very important. When a man makes up his mind and when a man, even a woman, makes a decision, yeah, that's it.
Stick to it.
Yeah, so before we got, then he sent the things, and then he said, for the first time, my mother's gonna meet a woman, ever. And he said, let's go. I want you to meet my mother. And I went and met his mother. And I think that was, it was getting real now. It was getting real because obviously now all my friends never mutseba. Even my mom namutseba, because when we would fight, because at that time I could always my mom namutse. When we would fight, he would tell my sister, you know what, I really love your sister and I really want your sister to, I want us to work out, but sure, I can't. Guys, I was crazy. I was so he would call my sister and be like, but there's nothing I can do if she can't trust me. And those are the things, man, that made me say, this is the guy. This guy has really devoted himself to me. And nakinaka, I don't know nakinaka. But anyway, and then he came back, he said, I want to marry you. Because I got the rings. That was his way of proposing. One day we were sitting in the car. He proposed 3 times. One day we were sitting in the car, we're taking a video. And then on the video, he's just staring at me. And I go, hey, honey. And then he goes, I really want to marry you. I really want to marry you. And I go, okay. Because in my head, I kind of expected the perfect, according to the standards, ding, ding, So I was like, Norman, maybe, but that was his way of, plus, you know my husband. If you know my husband, yeah, he's very chilled like that. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll talk to my parents. Let's do it. And we did it. And I have never been happier. I told a friend of mine one day, he was asking me about the challenges in marriage, and I said to him, for me, it's not even the challenges. It's the fact that I get to do it with him. I count myself the luckiest girl in the world because of this man. This man adores me. This man with this fly. This man cares for me. I think if there's one thing that I've spoken to this other marriage couple I work with, and I said, if there's one thing that we miss in our marriage these days, it's just caring for each other. Like, just looking out for each other, like just caring for each other, being kind to each other. This man is so kind to me. He loves me. He adores me. He prioritizes me. He prioritizes my happiness. He wants to see me happy, flourish, glow. He doesn't even care about how it makes him feel. Like, my husband will put his feelings out of the way to make sure that, and that's why I'm not crazy about him because I'm acting. I'm crazy about him because when the doors are closed, he makes me feel like I can do anything. Like I'm the baddest in the world. Like I just sit there and I go, this guy adores, like this guy when I'm not game. I can see, you know, and of course, man, he's such an amazing dad. My kids are loved. They are well taken care of. He's such a present father. He is the perfect man, the perfect husband of my dreams. So God did answer. And I'm praying that besides prayer, if there's one thing I always tell him is, every morning when I wake up, I tell myself, even today, I'm going to choose to love this man. And I tell him, should you wake up one day and you don't love me anymore for whatever reason, just know that I will always love you, because I will always love him. He's just perfect for me. So that's how God answered and gave me my perfect husband. Thanks for watching. I hope you're inspired to be clear with your desires and the things that you want the Lord to do for you, because He's able to do them exactly as you request and even better. Stay blessed. Stay prayed up. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about anything, and in everything, be grateful. Thanks for watching.